Hello everyone, and welcome to another Fallout 76 Weapon Spotlight. Today we're going to test out a two-shot explosive combat rifle. Two-shot explosive weapons have been popular in Fallout 76 from the very beginning of the game, even after a massive nerf in the early days. I've never personally been a big fan of the two-shot effect on its own, but when paired with explosive, it should be pretty good. We'll find out. Remember, if you like videos like this and you want to see more, do go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, follow me on Twitter. There's always a lot more to come on the channel. And as always, we'll start with a look at the weapon and the build. I'll include timestamps as well, so those of you who just want to jump into the action can go right ahead. Let's get started with a look at the weapon itself. So here we have it. We've got a two-shot explosive combat rifle with extra perception. The two-shot legendary effect, of course, takes your projectile and splits it in two. Basically, the legendary effect gives you a 25% damage boost and then divides that into two projectiles. Then you also add explosive damage with each projectile. Now, I should clarify that. You get two explosions. I'm not 100% convinced that you actually get explosive damage from both of them. We'll take a look at that as we go. I'm not exactly sure how that's working out, but we'll take a peek at that as we explore the weapon. Here we've got an aligned long barrel, aligned stock. That's going to give us better hipfire accuracy and better VATS AP cost. Stinging magazine for more armor penetration while still maintaining decent ammo capacity. Reflex sight again for better AP cost. And a suppressor so we can stay nice and quiet. Taking a quick look at legendary perks, we've got legendary intelligence maxed out. That allows me to run gunsmith and demolition expert at the same time. That's more of a convenience thing for me, and it also gives me more XP, which I love. And then we've got legendary charisma, which lets me take more charisma perks. Remember, don't take it this way if you want to share better perks. Do that in your build. But this works out just fine for me. Ammo Factory is going to let me craft more ammo, which again, big convenience factor for me. I am admittedly very, very lazy. I don't like farming for things, so this works for me. Follow through is super important for any stealth build. That's going to make your targets take 40% more damage after you land a successful sneak attack. Then we wrap things up with legendary endurance and legendary luck, again allowing me to take more perks in those categories. Luck in particular allows me to take more VATS critical related perks, and I made a couple of changes to my stealth commando build in regard to that, so let's go ahead and take a look at the special build and the regular perk cards and see what those changes are. Most of this stuff has remained standard: bandolier, commando, ground pounder, tank killer. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on that here today. What I did change is under intelligence, because we're running at full health today. I ran batteries included instead of nerd rage just to save me a little bit of weight from all the plasma ammo I've been carrying around. And then in agility, we made a couple of changes. One big one, changed gun fu from 3 points to 1 point. And for that, I've got to thank Tier, another YouTube content creator who put out a very in-depth stealth commando video and made an excellent point on gunfu, and I decided to roll with that because he's absolutely right. With gunfu, it gives you more damage as you swap to more targets if you have it maxed out, but the reality is you very rarely automatically snap to more than one target. Never thought about it that way, so thank you to Tier for that one, because that is a big change. And it allows me to run Mr. Sandman all the time, which is, again, not an all-the-time benefit, but it's a half-the-time benefit, so that's pretty darn good. I've got sneak maxed out as well because we won't have the benefits of unyielding armor, so we're going to take advantage of that. Luck at 15. I did make a couple of other changes here as well, both in response to that video and some other feedback I've gotten. I made a couple of changes here. The big one is that we're now running critical savvy at 3 points instead of kind of the mess of different VATS critical perks that I had in here. So that's going to make it so that our criticals only use basically half of our critical meter. So we're going to get a lot more VATS criticals saved up. And then because I'm running at full health and I don't need to run Serendipity today, I've got better criticals maxed out so we get more damage from our critical shots. And I'm also running 1 point in Grim Reaper's Sprint, so that we get at least a small chance to restore all of our action points with every kill in VATS. So maybe that'll be helpful too. All right, without further ado, let's jump over to the Whitespring and start killing things. All right, we'll grab a couple of cans here because why not? Cans turn into ammo. And at full health, I don't think I'm going to die a lot here, so yeah. Alright, pretty effective weapon so far. Headshots, one-shot kills do the job. Not quite there. Okay, we got a second one. So I am trying to pay attention to the damage numbers here. I want to see if I'm getting 2 explosions or not, and it looks like maybe I am. But it's hard to tell when the enemies are in close proximity because you're getting area damage on some of them, so let's see here. Up close. It could be 2 explosions. It's VATS, so they might be stacked on top of each other. We'll take a closer look then. Right now, I just want to kind of get a feel for the weapon. And so far, this thing is doing just fine. Even at full health, this is almost on par with running through here with a bloodied weapon. I have to say, it really almost is. And at full health here with the change to my VATS critical setup in special, I wouldn't say I'm getting a VATS critical every other hit, but probably every 3rd or 4th, which makes sense because without the benefit of unyielding armor, we're not going to be doing too much. So there's definitely 2 explosions here. It really looks like there is. The question is, do they both do damage? And I'm assuming they do, so that's a good thing. But I guess we'll find out. Either way, this thing's kicking ass and taking names. So let's just keep rolling. Okay, and now we must be out of caution. Yes, we're in danger. Let's try and get to safety here without getting killed. And I really thought I wouldn't get killed here, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, are we safe? Stim up. Use escape artist. We're still in danger. Gotta grab that tin can while we can. All right, now we're starting to get back into safety. Come on, game. All right, escape artist should go off here. There we go. Now we're back in caution. So that's, of course, the other benefit of unyielding armor is your stealth is a lot more effective. Wendigo went down in a few shots. Easy peasy all around. Okay, there's still somebody running around here. Where you at? There you are. Okay, perfect. And I think we've cleared everybody out. I'm pretty sure all the ghouls from outside ran in. Let's just give a quick peek around here. Looks like we're safe. I just want to take a closer look at the wall here with these explosions. There's definitely 2 explosions. Okay. So we can confirm that the projectile does fire 2 explosions, not just 1, because of 2 projectiles. So that's good, but now we're in the deep. Let's see what we've got. Okay. We continue to do excessive amounts of damage. I don't think you're dead. Now you're dead. So here again, fairly squishy enemies. Shouldn't be too challenging to get through the deep. There we go. One-shot headshots on the commies, at least. The Liberators are a little more robust than their overlords. Now let's get a little closer to this guy. There we go. Miss. Now we're good. Critical's ready to go. We're doing great. So, with 2-shot, remember, when you see those damage numbers, at least the yellow one is 2 numbers stacked directly on top of each other. I'm still not 100% convinced that we're getting double damage from the explosions, but we might be, and it would explain why this weapon is doing so well. Because this is doing really, really well. Let's head around to the back. We should have another commie soldier and a commander in power armor. We'll see how we do with them. All right, not quite a critical. Don't want to waste it on that. Let's use it here. Nice chunk of damage from that. And you're dead. Okay, cool. Let's turn around, head inside. Clear out the rest of the place. Oh, we got a legendary coming outside, poking his head out. 2 shots and down. I'll take that all day long. Nice piece of 3-star armor that is going to be script fodder, of course. Alright, and you're dead in one. You're dead almost in one. Even with a little bit of distance there. Anybody else hunting around down on the lower level? Doesn't look like it. Looks like everybody else is upstairs. Let's grab up some of these stim packs. They'll turn into caps. Got to keep my caps high now just in case I get interesting aristocrats weapons. Oh, and everybody's just hanging out on the ledge. Well, that should be easy. And the commander... Oh, look at that. Okay, I think that was a double tap. Real quick double tap. But he's dead, and we are in the clear. Let's go ahead over to the Behemoth at Solomon's Pond and see if we can get a closer look at this thing. Alright, so my hope here is that I can shoot from enough distance that I can get a really good look at damage numbers and see, am I getting 2 projectiles and 2 explosions, or 2 projectiles and 1 explosive damage number. And to get enough spread, we have to use it outside of VATS, we need a fairly large target, and we need some distance. So I think we've got that here. Let's see what we get before he wakes up here. And then we can always VATS the head. So there's 2 projectiles and 1 explosion. 2 projectiles and 1 explosion, 2 projectiles and 1 explosion. Alright, it's pretty consistent. So that leads me to believe that we're not actually getting damage from the second explosion. Could be wrong. Maybe we're getting secret damage from the second explosion, but it doesn't look like it. Alright, let's see what we've got with the Scorched here at the Fisher site. A little bit of distance there and 2 shots for the head. Easy enough. Okay, so far so good. We're still in caution. If we can get a critical, looks like we can take him out in 1 headshot. Where are we going here? Okay, we've got more Scorched. Critical loaded up and we're good to go. And it looks like we've got something shooting at our Scorchbeast. That's not helpful. That's going to mess with our stealth. Or at least our stealth damage. So we're going to have to take out whatever's shooting at the Scorchbeast first. So yeah, you can definitely see the sneak attack damage isn't really counting. Alright. Oh no, I thought it was just the one, but we've got another one there. Okay, VATS is depleted. So let's go find these other Blood Eagles and get our sneak attack damage back. Where are you at? What do you think you're doing? Coming around here, taking my sneak attack damage away. See what happens when you do that? It's not good. It doesn't end well for you. Alright, I'm surprised if there's only 2. There might be one more hanging around. Yeah, I hear another one shooting. Alright, where are you? All the way up there. See it? Oh, maybe we have 2 of them. Okay. Alright, well, I thought 1 was odd. There's usually 2 or 3. So it looks like we've got 4. And a chicken. Might as well get any potential distractions out of the way. Okay, maybe it was just 3. I definitely see another hostile target on the compass, but we seem to be doing okay. Scorchbeast is down. Even if we didn't have our sneak damage, we still did pretty well there. And I think we get the point here. Let's head over to Bogtown. We'll start with some fog crawlers. And again, very effective. Easy enough. And we'll just loot all of these guys. Go ahead here and just scrap some of this stuff down. Alright, and oh, that was stupid. That was very, very, very stupid. Suppressed radium rifle. I'm so used to scrapping those that I just do it by reflex, but I could have kept that one and rolled legendary effects on it. Because after hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours in the game, I still cannot craft a suppressor on a radium rifle. It's the stupidest thing. But so was scrapping it, so I guess, you know, all's fair. Let's take out these muties, and then we'll take out the Behemoth. I like coming here for a second Behemoth because the one that's moving around is always a more challenging target than the one that's sleeping in the pond. There we go. All your buddies went down nice and easy. Oh no, you're still not dead. Alright, now, one until we get follow through. Critical. And let's just fill him with lead. There he goes. Okay. Also, not too bad. Easy target, even though he was moving. Let's jump over to Sunrise Field and take on some Mirelurks. Okay. First, we want to head over here. There's always a Blood Eagle or two here that will again mess with our sneak damage. Sometimes we've got one hiding in here. Not today. Maybe he's already dead. Alright, we've got a king. And we could have probably used a... We probably could have afforded to close that distance a little bit more there for accuracy. It's one of the downsides to two-shot, is you do give up some accuracy. And that's a shame, but all in all, this weapon, the damage output is really good. So, two-shot explosive, definitely an effective alternative if you want to run full health. You're getting plenty of damage out of this. Probably not overall as good for boss fights and things like that as Bloodied, but for general farming, yeah, you're doing great with this. Alright, we've got one more out here, and then we'll call up the Queen. Let's just manually fire because VATS is too far out. Alright, easy enough. Reload. Anybody else hanging around? Doesn't look like it. Let's find ourselves a grenade. And we'll go ahead and call up the Queen. There she is. And refill the water so our AP regen's good. Refill the food. And this time we're just going to go straight for the legs and spam those criticals, and look at that. She's toast. Awesome. Gotta love that, and now we have chunks of her magically levitating over to us. Okay, sure game. However you want to do it, that's fine. Let's make our way over to Watoga and hunt for some Assaultrons. See how we can do there. They're always on this walkway on the edge of town. I want to be a little bit careful here with how we do this. Go for the torso is actually the weak point on the Assaultron. There we go. Easy breezy kill once again. One shot on the Eyebot, which is really good because a lot of weapons don't do that anymore. And we should have a couple more up the path. There's one walking. We've got a critical saved up. There it is. And now we'll get follow through. 4 shots. Not bad. Not bad at all. Close the distance a little bit. Let follow through take over. And ready to rock and roll. Who else is hanging around here? There should be one more. A little further along the path. Yeah, I see her way down in the distance. Alright, we gotta close that distance and stay sneaky. Otherwise, that head laser will do us in. Nice clean shot, 95%. Follow through. And 4 shots. Once again, easy breezy kills. This weapon is very solid. Let's talk conclusions. The ultimate question, as always, is this weapon good? Well, yes it is. While I don't like the 2-shot effect on its own, when paired with explosive, it definitely does a great job. I'm still unclear on what exactly is going on with the explosive damage. It seemed pretty evident that we were getting 2 explosions, one for each projectile, but also that we only had 1 explosive damage number. Yet the weapon was killing things almost as efficiently as my bloodied fixer, and this isn't even a fixer. It's a combat rifle that does 20% less damage from the start. So there's something else going on here. Whatever witchcraft is making this work, it's turning it into a very solid weapon. It's certainly got nothing on the TSE of the early days of Fallout 76, but it still definitely stacks up as one of the better effect combos in the game, no question about it. This presents a very viable solution for anybody who wants to run a high-damage stealth commando without being bloodied. I'd honestly love to say more, but The weapon spoke for itself. It killed things fast and worked as expected, sure. A fixer or a handmade with the same effects would probably do better, but we can't always have everything we want, right? This one worked out pretty well. And with that, I thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, follow me on Twitter. There's always a lot more to come on the channel. You all know what to do with that. So for now, I bid you adieu. Thank you for watching, and I hope I see you all next time.